Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. We're doing a timeless reading for you today. This is messages from angels, spirits, guides, the universe in regards to abundance and attracting abundance into your life. Abundance is of course a lot of something: love, time, energy, money, opportunities, all of those things. So we're going to have a look and see what messages that come out for you. Whenever you happen to see this reading is exactly when you are meant to see it, whether it's the day it's posted or years from now. Okay, there'll be something in here for you. You're guided here for a reason. All right, so let's see what we get coming out. We may get some blocks coming in here. We may have some words of wisdom and guidance and support. Let's have a look. And what do we have first? We've got focus on your priorities. This energy has come out a couple of times. All right, wherever we put our energy, wherever we put our focus is what blossoms in our lives. Okay, positive and negative. We can attract negative things to our lives as well. So Spirit really is reminding you that focus on what you want. Focus on what you want to attract into your life. Is it love? Is it career opportunities? Is it money? Whatever that happens to be for you, okay, focus on what you want, never on what you don't want. Also, sometimes we need to tone it down a little bit, okay? Because when we need to focus on our priorities, your energy may be scattered a little bit. You might be trying to do too many things at once, okay? Or there may be a little bit of confusion as to what really is your priority. All right, so Spirit's inviting you here to take a little bit of a step back and to really think about the most important things to you at this time. All right, I would say I like to keep things simple personally, but depends how you kind of go through your day. But simplicity is usually the key because that gives us some focus, right? We can channel all of our energy into like one spot. So I like the number 3. 3 is, the number of things coming to fruition, okay, creation. So I like to use the number 3. So maybe focus on your top 3. What is the top 3 things that you want to attract into your life, okay? And maybe focus on that. If it's just one, focus on the one, all right? But focus on what you want, never on what you don't want, okay? But you might need to think about what is really important to you, okay? So focus really is the key. Otherwise, we're scattered all over the place and we're just spinning our wheels and we're wasting time. When we're focused, we're a little bit more determined. We've got clarity, and we tend to be a little bit more confident in our abilities. We have clearing debts coming out here also. So you may have, and when we have clearing debts, yes, you could be burdened, okay, with a little bit of debt in your real life. Maybe you've got some credit card debt. Maybe you've spread yourselves too thin. Okay, so when we're in the clearing debts energy, perhaps there is something you can do here to consolidate your debts. All right, like let's say you owe money on 3 different credit cards. Hey, whatever, we all get there, right? No big deal. Okay, we all get there. Okay, we're always all spread a little bit too thin. But if you have like 3 different credit cards that you owe money on, your interest rate alone, okay, just as one little example, your situation might be different, but if your interest rate alone, you're never going to pay it off, right? It's like digging a pit. So there may be like some debt consolidation. There may be some sort of help around that you can do, consolidate everything into one spot. And, quite often actually those resources to do things like that, they quite often can negotiate better interest rates for you as well. So that may be one situation that may open some doors for you. However, clearing debts is also about emotional debts here as well, okay? Those old stories. Sometimes part of our blocks to attract abundance into our life stems from outdated belief systems, all right? And it can be anything, okay? It can have something to do with your self-worth, something to do with your confidence, something to do with the money, right? Did you grow up in a household where your parents were always riddled with debt, or you wanted something and, oh, we can't afford that, or we can't afford that, or or we're never going to have that kind of money. Those kind of things, those limiting beliefs, okay, we all have them, and it's not a biggie, right? We all have them. So perhaps there is something there, some energetic cord, some old belief systems around abundance that needs to be addressed in your world. Okay, just something there so that you can clear out that old energy or those old belief systems and tell yourself a new story. Okay, tell yourself a different tale of abundance rather than one of lack. This can also be some old karmic debt as well. Okay, some old patterns, habits, and behaviors that stem from a past life. Again, there are meditations you can do. There's energy clearing that you can do, or really you can just kind of come to the forefront and go and recognize those repeating patterns and say, you know what? No, it stops here. Today, in the here and the now, I'm done. Detach that energy and start to tell yourself that different story of abundance, okay? And do things in a new and better way for yourself. All right. We also have here exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. And this is like the third time this one's come out as well. And the thing is, people say, what does exercise has to do with abundance or manifestation or anything like that? Well, here's the thing. It puts us in a high energy situation. When we connect with our physical body, we are actually putting our energy into physical form. We feel better. Our adrenaline's flowing. We have a better connection with our physical self and our spiritual self as well. Okay, so things can manifest really quickly when we have those high energy levels. So to increase those energy levels, we exercise, we get our blood flowing, we get the adrenaline pumping, we get that dopamine going, okay? And even if it's something, not everybody is cut out to go to the gym and, watch all the hard bodied people walk by, and you're sitting there and you're on your treadmill and you're like, okay, this is the last place I want to be. Okay, that may not be the form of exercise for you. Sometimes a great form of exercise is going for a walk. Walking gets our blood flowing. It connects us with the earth. It grounds our energy, and it can also clear our head. So it's a wonderful all-rounder. Now, if you don't like going for a walk or you don't really like connecting with nature, there's other fun ways that you can connect with your physical self and increase your energy levels. You can maybe take a dance class, go to Zumba or something like that. Okay, yoga, maybe a group activity, or maybe there's something that you can do in your living room. I used to have a video. It was old. It was a long time ago, but man, oh man, was it ever fun? It was what was it? Richard Simmons, Sweating to the Oldies. And, hey, laugh as you will. That dude, you know what? He knew how to have a good time, okay, while also exercising and feeling good. So perhaps there's something like that you can do in your living room. It doesn't cost any money, okay? And so if, paying to do exercise is a concern, there's a lot of free kind of exercise that you can do. So it's all about increasing your energy, okay? You're feeling a little bit better. Even if you're tired after, after doing some exercise, you still feel a little bit better. So it just really it attracts some better energy into your world, okay? And you can manifest things a lot faster when you have that high vibe energy. So let's get some more messages and see what else that we've got coming in here for you. We have, the 5 of Wands coming in here, okay? So there may be some conflict, okay, that's going on, some sort of competition, some conflict, okay? You may have people around you that have different priorities, okay, or different belief systems, and they're maybe trying to tell you what to do, or they're causing a little bit of drama. And the thing is, you might need to break away from that kind of energy. There may also be some people around you that maybe there's a little bit of jealousy that goes on there as well, right? Maybe you see someone else being really successful, and instead of focusing on yourself, Focus on your priorities. Perhaps you are sidetracked a little bit by being focused on them. Everyone comes from a different place. Everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different starting point. Okay. And, the thing is, we also sometimes have people that smoke and mirrors. You might see your neighbor, okay? Maybe they're, always repainting their house. Maybe their lawn always looks good. Maybe they always have a new car in the driveway, new fancy designer clothes, this, that, and the other. And so, you might be a little bit sidetracked or envious of them. And the thing is that you can never really tell what's going on behind the scenes. Quite often, okay, some people are blinded by the light, so to speak, and it's all about show. It's kind of like things like social media. Okay, if you've ever really looked at the background of someone's social media, including maybe yours, you don't post the pictures of your debt. You don't post the pictures of your sadness or your grief. Everything's all bright and shiny, smiley, and happy, right? And that's part of the negative influence, we'll say, of things like social media. Because everything looks perfect, right? Because you don't put those sad times up there, right? No one takes a family picture when everyone's in a foul mood. All right. So, sometimes even though something may look perfect on the outside, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Your neighbor who has the new car in the driveway all the time and the fancy designer clothes, they may be one paycheck away from bankruptcy because they've extended themselves so far because they're putting on airs. Okay, you might be driving around in a 15-year-old beater, okay, or a 20-year-old beater, but at least it's paid for and it gets you from A to B, right? So there's really nothing wrong with that. Okay, so there could be that kind of thing there, right? Other people's ambitions or other people's successes may cause a little bit of conflict or turmoil within your own world there as well. Okay, but you may have some ambitions here. The Five of Wands, what gets you excited? Okay, are you ready to put yourself out into the mix? Okay, and sometimes ambition is great. Okay, it's wonderful. However, what are you ambitious to do? What are you passionate about? Okay, focus, focus, focus. Sometimes we are very ambitious as a whole, but we don't know where to start. Okay, so start small. Put one foot in front of the other. Focus on one thing at a time, or maximum 3 instead of maybe 5. Okay, and you will find your way forward. We also have here the Three of Swords. Okay, so right where we have the clearing debts, there is something here that is causing you some grief. Okay, the Three of Swords is where we have some sadness, we have regrets, we have disappointments, we have losses, okay, all of these things. And the advice here is that, number one, if there is something that hasn't gone your way, you're dealing with the after effects of it, okay, or maybe you've got those old belief systems. You've seen people, you've had things not go your way. All right. Those things will heal with time. You have the ability to do something different, to make those improvements. Okay. Sometimes if something hasn't gone our way, maybe there is some debt that you're dealing with there and it's causing you all kinds of grief and heartache. There is a way past that. Okay, you may need to be a little bit resourceful. Okay, you might need to, again, ask for some sort of financial assistance somewhere along the way, those, debt consolidation agencies or something, or possibly even bankruptcy. I've known a couple of people that have at some point in their life declared bankruptcy, and you know what? They're better off for it. They've learned their lesson, right? They're better off for it now. It's like they have so much abundance. I used to work with somebody who she had to, her and her husband had to declare bankruptcy when their children were young, and they fell on hard times. And they when I met her, she was only about 2 years past that point of declaring her bankruptcy, but that was a number of years ago now, and she has so much abundance in her life. and she's dealt with her money in a different way, and she's not repeated the same things over and over again. So even though there's something challenging there is a way past it, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so you may need to just ask for that help and assistance there if that's you. All right, but this can also, of course, be those past stories. It's time to let go of old self-limiting belief systems, okay? Those stories that were told to you when you were young, or those patterns, those karmic patterns that you need to break free from. Okay, there's personal growth, there's healing, and there's improvements that are there for you. All right, but again, this is the Three of Swords, is where something may not be going your way. Okay, and maybe you don't have the abundance that you're looking for. Maybe you don't have the right connections, the people, the love, the family, all of these things in your life that you want. Okay, but there is improvements that are on the horizon. So again, tell yourself a different story. Focus on abundance, not on lack. Okay, and that's quite often the biggest stumbling block there. Okay, is we're focused on the wrong thing. Okay, we're focused on what we don't have, or what hasn't gone our way, or what's not going our way. Okay, rather than focused on finding those solutions, focused on moving forward, or focused on abundance. Okay, those positive keywords are very much an important player. We also have the Seven of Cups coming in here for you as well, okay? So, right with that focus energy, okay, getting your energy all high, the Seven of Cups comes in when we are confused, when we don't know, we're biting off more than we can chew, our energy is scattered, we're uncertain, okay? We can sometimes procrastinate a little bit, all right? So get going. Spirits, the message here is to get clear, be honest, be truthful about what it is that you want to attract into your life. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Maintain that focus. Okay, simplify things, right? And again, if you've got like 7 options all in front of you, oh my God, who can choose out of 7 things? Okay, so pare it down. 3, the best of 3, maybe. Okay, because you may be a little bit scattered in this energy. When we are here, we need to connect with our heart space, connect with your heart, connect with your intuition, right? What are you feeling? All right, what do you, when we manifest things in, when we're attracting things in, it's important to have those, not just the words that we tell ourselves, not just the positive keywords and all that, but we need to attach some emotion, okay, to things, right? It makes things more real. Okay, we also need to know that what we are attracting in is already here energetically, and it's just a matter of time before things come to fruition in our physical, our material world. Okay, so we have the ability, we have the power to manifest things into our lives, but we need to know what we want. We need to make that choice. We need to be very clear, and then we need to move forward. Okay, make better choices perhaps, okay, or just be really, really clear in the stories that we tell ourselves, or in our options and what we choose. Okay, so yeah, so that Seven of Cups can sometimes bring in a lot of scattered energy. Okay, but it can also represent like a little bit of daydreaming something. Okay, so maybe there's something that you've been daydreaming about, that you've been imagining, and now is the time here to really focus on that, to bring that to fruition, whatever that looks like to you. So let's get a couple more cards out here for you. I think I just knocked the camera, I'm sorry. So let's see what else we've got. We have the High Priestess. That is your connection with your higher self, with your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you, is leading you in a certain direction. This is reminding you here, okay, that, when we have the High Priestess, it's really about focusing and thinking first before taking action. The calm before the storm, so to speak, okay? The High Priestess reminds you of your connection, your infinite connection with your higher self, with spirit, with the universe. Okay, use that to your best advantage. Okay, calm your energy and do some quiet contemplation, and be very clear when you set your intentions. Okay, they will hit their target, they will hit their mark. The High Priestess is also a bit of a conservative energy as well. Okay, so perhaps, and also the Keeper of Secrets and Mysteries. All right. So perhaps there's something that you might feel the need to keep to yourself. Okay. Especially if you're looking at making some change. Okay. Or, or if you're, starting some manifestations and things, maybe you don't really want to tell people about it, right? Sometimes we keep things to ourselves with the high priestess because of other people's influence, that drama that's around us, right? Those other people poking their nose into our business and trying to give their opinion and say, well, I did this and I did this. Well, good for you. Okay. Sometimes that's not your story. All right. So perhaps there's something here where in order for you to make the change or, move forward, you may need to be a little bit quiet and keep something to yourself. But the high priestess reminds you that you have all of the inner wisdom, okay, to make the right choices for yourself, to attract the right things into yourself, to make change that you need to make, and to do what you need to do. You've got a lot of wisdom in you. You may be a bit of an old soul. You might be a new soul, okay? But you still have a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, and those are all those building blocks of life, and those are what you can use, okay, to move forward. But we also have, I love the way these have come out for you. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 done. Okay, 1, 2, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 1, 2, 4. Sorry, I lied. But 1, 2, 3. Here we go. We have the Magician coming out here for you. So this is really Spirit reminding you that your thoughts become things. Okay, the Magician is the epitome here of setting intentions for manifestation, giving you focus, 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 focus on what you want. The Magician harnesses all of the powers, the tools, the resources, everything that he needs to create what he wants. Okay, so this is an energy of creation, of manifestation, of gathering your resources and using all of those tools that are at your disposal. Okay, you need information, you have the information, you can get the information. You need to connect some emotions to things, you have that ability to do that. You need some clarity. All right, you've got that coming in here as well. So that Magician is very important in attracting abundance and manifestations into your world. So be clear, be focused, use all the resources and the tools that you can get your hands on and create, create, create. The power is within you. You have a lot of magical gifts and a lot of magical powers, and we quite often do forget that. We've got the Emperor coming in here as well. Originally, I thought that was the Empress, but it is the Emperor. Okay, and the Emperor is that wonderful Aries energy that gives us that success and that stability, okay, that long-term success. But the Emperor is all about control and power and authority. And this is you. You can take control. You can take the lead. You can take the reins, okay? Be confident in your abilities. Be confident moving forward, all right? And you will achieve what you set out to achieve. Sometimes we forget that. We downplay things. We forget those things, right? We forget how magical and powerful we really are. Has someone stolen your thunder? Has someone stolen your wind? Okay, this is time to take back. You are in that driver's seat of whatever it is that you are looking to attract or whatever you want to achieve and manifest into your world. You have all that power. Now, the Emperor is also a reminder here that you may need a plan. You might need a strategy, or perhaps you need a different approach. The Emperor rules an entire empire, does not get to be the head cheese without going through a few trials and tribulations along the way, and not without revising a battle plan at some point. Okay, so sometimes we're trucking along through life, we're doing things, and then we hit the brick road. Okay, we hit the brick wall, so to speak. Okay, and sometimes that's where we get stuck. The Emperor knows that if something's not quite going the way that he wants it to go, okay, it's like, you know what? I think I have a better way. I think I'm going to do something a little bit differently. And what does he do? Changes direction, okay, or has a different plan, okay, because sometimes the best laid plans, we lay plans, seven of cups, okay, we make a choice, we choose a path, and sometimes we stick to it because we're stubborn. Okay, but we need to recognize that, you know what, if something's not quite going to plan, or if we think there's a better way, don't forget to change it. You don't have to stick with the same thing every single time. So a little bit of flexibility may actually be the key sometimes for you, okay? But that Emperor is one of success, stability, and of course the Emperor is a very abundant individual. Okay, so all of that is available for you. You just need to know what that looks like, and then you need to take some action. So, oops, I'm getting the wrong deck. I've already gotten that one. Here we go. I'm going to grab this one instead. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so let's get the last couple of messages out here for you. There's one and last message. There we go. So there is card. Your blessed power. You are a field of endless possibility with unlimited power to create. Hello, Magician. Every atom of you is full of abstract potential that can be molded into any form. Every particle of you holds a blueprint of creation. You are a force of nature and a great blessing on this earth. Don't underestimate your power and don't sell yourself short. Okay, you can get to where you need to go. There's your next energy, next card, blessing from the Divine Mother. A previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for you, but be mindful, humble, and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth, feel her energy and love in your heart, and know that you are truly, eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. Okay, a lot of blessings that are around you, the magician, the magic around you, all right? I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something in here that did resonate with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.